the actual last part of the project is to simplify this code quite a bit. What you can see here is that there are a lot of redundancies happening in the pencil code. Essentially from set x to 0 all the way to the pen up, it is an exact replica. The only difference happening here is the x plus 1 and the x plus negative 1. So in order to fix this redundancy, we are going to go to more blocks and we are going to create a block. We're going to name it draw function because this is going to draw a function. Then go to options and we're going to add a number input, and the number input is going to be which way you're moving the x value, if it's to the right or to the left. So I'm going to call this delta x, and that's okay. So we need to define this function for this to happen. So I want everything that is redundant here to go over to here. So if I move this up, let's take a look at this. If I take this pen up and hide off, you should be able to see that these two things are essentially exactly the same, except for that little difference, positive 1 and negative 1. So I'm just going to take this, click it up to here, take this section, and I'm not going to delete it yet, but I'm going to put it over here off to the side where it's not going to mess anything up, but it is there for a reference. Now, if you remember, the only thing that was different was the 1 and the negative 1. So I'm going to take this variable that we created, delta x, and that's going to get plugged in there. Now, in order to call on this new purple draw function command, we go over here, and we now have this underneath receive draw function. That means whenever the broadcast of draw function happens, we are going to show the pencil, set the pen color to orange, change it to size 2, and then we're going to execute this purple function with a positive 1 in for delta x. So that's going to do the right side, but then we need another one that executes the purple function for negative 1. Then after it's done with that, I want it to go pen up and hide. And that gets rid of that. So we can test this really quick. We can hit graph, should work, and then we can get rid of this because it's worthless to have that there. So that is the simplest way to code this. That way there's not a lot of redundancies, and we save the program a lot of time because it can just go through that. It should be good to go.